Alright guys, so we are back looking at the Zeta once again. So I'm pretty sure you guys are kind of tired of looking at Zeta because Zeta is kind of like a good example to use in different upgrading purposes, because this unit is able to just deal consistent damage. So that's why I opted to use Zeta to perform our first custom level 11 in terms of using, I don't know, like the likes of Sasabi's, Full Arm Unicorn, or even Kasatria, because they're not consistent. So I don't want to make it hassle on my end trying to test out whatever the damage is. I think we will come to a point where we will have like event that will probably have like six enemy whatever. I think at that point in time I will gladly upgrade Sasabi to try out like what a custom 11 would do for the Sasabi, but I think for the purpose of this video we'll be taking a look at Zeta. So in terms of custom level 11, things that we are obviously going to be able to visually see is definitely just higher stats, and then as far as the damage, like for the weapon damage stuff, I think they would definitely have a impact as well. So this is pretty much what we are looking at. So right now we are at level 112 as well. So we will probably not see another custom level increase until I don't know, like 3 months later probably, because like even at this point in time I feel like a lot of people are still struggling to get most of their unit to custom level 10. Same as me, like I still have a lot of units in my disposal that I have not reached anywhere higher than custom level 9, because it's just a hassle right now getting all of these materials. So that's why custom ticket is still the way to go. I just happened up to get Zeta up to custom level 11, so we can kind of quickly preview what kind of stat we are looking at afterwards. So definitely a substantial jump. HP definitely is a lot more beefier now. As far as the main thing, like the weapons and stuff, main weapon, additional weapon, and then third weapon, they are getting a substantial power increase. So I already recorded a separate footage of how Zeta performs in the co-ops versus the Banshee. I think we did roughly about 4.1 million damage and estimate roughly about, I don't know, like a good, you can say 48 to 52k DPS, roughly fluctuating in between there. So I think with this massive jump in terms of the power from all of these weapons, and then just the increase in stats, I think we are definitely going to see how important a custom level is. So I do hope that eventually, like starting from now, we will have better ways of getting these custom tickets, like the UR custom tickets, or just in general, just better ways of getting these, because right now in terms of being able to get them, you have to use the rainbow horror coin, which is definitely not worth it. So we just have to have better ways of forming these G5 ultra material. But other than that, let's kind of do this real quick, and then yep, custom up. Perfect. All right, let me take a screenshot of that. Perfect. Yep. Yeah, that's a pretty sizable combat power increase as well. So I guess the only stage we can probably take this onto is maybe, I don't know, let's do another co-op, and then I will hop into arena again, because today we happen to have a new day of arena, like fresh start and whatnot. So we will see what we can make off of that. Alright, so we are here with the co-op, so let's kind of take a look at the team setup real quick. So my Zeta right now is at 621k combat power. That's insanely high. So we do have 3 supports in the team. We do have the Kasatria, we have the Sasabi, and then Mark II. All 3 of them are providing some form of support. So we shall see. Does the custom level increase actually make a bigger difference in terms of the overall stat? And I just want to toss in one quick disclaimer for you guys again, because like every time I do these damage comparison and whatnot, like it's kind of difficult to always get whether or not it's better outcome every time, because we just see always damage fluctuation is all over the place. So in this one it's looking pretty hot, almost at 60k DPS, and that's pretty impressive. But whether or not we'll actually have do more damage, that is definitely to be determined, right? I think so far we are, yeah, we are definitely breaking that 40 mil. Alright, that's pretty high, yeah, sure. I mean, the damage per second is definitely higher, so in terms of accumulating more damage throughout the time, it's just gonna be a lot more consistent. We can actually do one more attempt. We can hop into the co-op 2, where the HP is a lot more, it's just a big HP threshold, so you guys can definitely see more. So we do have 42 million HP to take down, so I think that one is actually a bit better showcase for you guys as well. I didn't do a prior damage testing, but we'll just kind of see just on raw damage scaling what we can do. So co-op stage 2, so I think this one, like I said again, it's just gonna be a lot more better of a testing environment because we have a enemy that has more HP to play around with, so we can squeeze more out of Zeta in a way. But just kind of quick disclaimer as well, our blue element units like our good friends, 4-arm Unicorn, S Gundam, and then we have Sasabi. They are probably gonna look a little bit more impressive or nearly the same damage as Zeta because they have type advantage over F91 while Zeta does not. So we might see an instance where S Gundam is just outperforming Zeta, you know, because it's type advantage. So just kind of keep that in mind as you guys are seeing Zeta and S Gundam just fighting the top spot. So far, yeah, Zeta is not doing nearly as hot as I'm anticipating, right? Just because type disadvantage, not really type disadvantage, type neutral in a way, because the yellow doesn't really have like a type advantage besides purple, right? But so far it's not doing that bad. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Yeah, but full armor unicorn, I feel like full armor unicorn taking all those damage head on is accumulating a lot of damage buff, right? But Zeta is not doing that bad either. 40k-ish DPS, and then 6 million damage contributed, so that looks pretty good. That is looking pretty decent. Like 3 buffers in the bottom 3 right there. We have Sasabi, Skasatri, and then Mark II. They're providing a lot as well. Don't forget about those 3 because they're offering a lot of beam damage buffing, so it's actually pretty good, right? All right, yeah. I feel like a lot of people definitely slept on full armor unicorn. Just kind of a little bit of a sidetrack because I think initially, like how people saw from the JP wiki is like, oh, like what is it? Full armor unicorn is not really that great. XYZ whatnot. I agree it's not good in like a way. It's like really busted. I think there are definitely certain content that you have to play within what the full armor unicorn is doing, right? But overall, I think for these general content is actually just really good, oh, Kasashi actually died like that. So we did lose one buffer there, so we are starting to see some damage dwindling throughout, right? Because we just lost like a good 20+% damage buffing, right? For that 20 seconds mark. So, but I think we did pretty good overall. It's not bad. Alright, so here is the full damage breakdown. So it's not as bad as I imagined. Definitely full armor unicorn is doing really good because type advantage and then just taking a lot of hits. So I think the next time I do one of these custom level 11, I will definitely be working on either the full armor unicorn or the Sasabi to showcase that out as well. But last but not least, we will hop into a few quick arena to end things off. Alright, so we have a NPCA, and this one looks kind of tough. 2 tanks, we have the Zaku 3. I don't know about this, man. This kind of looks scary for sure, but I think, no, they actually have 3 tanks, never mind. Oh my gosh. I think I'm just gonna go with this route actually and see how we would do. Hopefully having Zeta out there could actually do some damage to the, GPO2A, because we don't want, oh, we actually die. No, there's no way. Hold up, what's going on here? Are we gonna make it? Are we still gonna make it? Can Sasabi do it? Alright, come on. Oh, okay. What killed us? What happened? I don't know, like Zeta is just like a glass cannon. We got demolished pretty fast, and a good thing our good friend Sasabi managed to clutch things up like always whenever we needed his service. Let's kind of see what went wrong. How does Zeta just die? Get hit by S Gundam. Hit, oh yeah, S Gundam. Wow. I'm surprised, yeah. But there's nothing we can do. But at least, for a good minute, we were able to do a lot of damage, right? On the Yix gear there. Yeah, that was good. That was really good damage. Alright, my last arena for today, we have a NPC tier S. Like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, I don't know my luck. I guess one of these tougher enemies, huh? I think we're just gonna go with the setup. So for Zeta this time around, I went with a double HP buffer. So I think we were hovering somewhere around 70k HP. So I think I'm trying to counter their Hakashiki, so we have a little bit more HP to play around with. Because if we can take down Hakashiki, I think we are always in good business, right? For sure. So far, wow. So far, not really looking the best. Yeah. I just couldn't. Like every time I fight one of these NPC tier S, whatever, it usually turns out to something like that. Not much I can do. Just not much I can do right there. Alright guys, but other than that, that is going to be pretty much it in terms of the custom level 11 Zeta showcase. Obviously in terms of the damage, it's definitely top of the line at the moment, but as far as the survivability aspect of things, even when we do have a little bit more of HP, right out the bat, I think with this one instance, it's just not really gonna matter that much, because nothing in this kit revolves around having better survivability. It's just simply a glass cannon, but nonetheless we were able to see what kind of performance Zeta is able to provide to us. But other than that, that's it for me, and I'll be catching you guys all on the next one.